Hello, tea friends. This is Barb Gully at Barb's Tea Service, and we are back with our podcast courtesy On TV Studios. And I'm here, as always, with studio engineer, co-host, and arm candy Chris Gully.
Well, yes, here I am.
Yes. So glad you're here with us today.
Yes.
And I see you're wearing the Frictionless Living.
Yeah, well, yeah. So this is my cool weather or my warm weather to try and keep cool.
Good, because that's a bit of a theme today,
It
too.
is, yes.
Yes. And, the arm candy's got to take a break once in a while.
Once in a while. Yeah.
And we got a little bit of a break this past weekend.
Yes.
We went up north to Pemberley Pines. We had a little bit of maintenance.
Yes. Yeah.
And we got to celebrate this very special 4th of July. It's America's 250th birthday.
Yes.
But we got to do it up north, which we haven't done before.
Yeah. We've tended to avoid it because it is the I-75 traffic north is a challenge.
Right.
And I think when we were working, I was just, you know what? We can pass on that.
Exactly. But now,
so we'll put up with it.
Right, and it just coincided with when we could get the folks up there for our maintenance.
Yes.
But okay, so as you mentioned, we're trying to keep cool.
Yes.
And we'll get right to what we plan to cover today.
Very good.
Snow tea from Vietnam. Glacier wisdom.
Oh, cool. I'm getting chills.
The Boston Tea Party. We're going to talk about patriots, tea overboard, and some unsuccessful opportunists.
Wow, I went from being chilly to wet.
Yes. Yeah, and we're not even done yet.
All right.
You might experience more.
Okay.
And then we're going to go back to Austen land.
Okay.
For Northanger Abbey.
All right. Well, there's no climate or feeling with that. That's just...
No, you're right.
Okay.
Okay. But first, tea.
All right. Oops. All right. What do we have here today?
All right. So today I thought I'd cool things down with a bit of power of suggestion. Last week we cooled down with iced tea.
Yes.
This is Ancient Snow, a black tea from Vietnam.
Okay. It's different.
Okay, so what do you?
So it's definitely a black tea.
Yes.
Hearty without being bitter or overpowering. Kind of on the finish. It's somewhere kind of in that molasses. It's that heavy. No, there's no sugar in it.
Right.
I'm using sweetness kind of advisedly, but kind of that feeling on the tongue, where it's that kind of burnt. Sugar sort of thing.
Okay.
Kind of that molasses, caramel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're really getting to the essence of
Okay.
this tea.
Ooh.
Yes, because the tasting notes are full-bodied, multi-sweet with cocoa.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And a distinctive roasted note.
Okay. Yeah.
So very good. It's very smooth.
Yeah.
And this comes from Cultivate Taste Tea in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And before I talk a little bit about that, I just want to show this is the packaging.
Okay.
And even though it's a black tea, they recommend steeping like an oolong. So you go up to 195.
Okay. All right. So I'm guessing if you took it to a full boil, something like this would be kind of bitter.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think this just is a nice thing without overpowering
Right.
it. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So Cultivate Taste Tea in Green Bay, Wisconsin. When we did a couple months ago, we sampled duck sheep tea.
Blip.
Yes. And they were one of the few that I could find here and was really excited because we've learned that Cultivate Taste Tea is a great place to get some great tea.
Yes.
They don't do blends and have some very unusual teas. And this was one of them. And I don't think I've ever had a tea from Vietnam.
Right.
But this comes from the northeast region.
Okay.
So very much bordered on China. And it is Camilla sinensis.
Okay.
But many sources call it Camilla sinensis variety Shan.
Okay. All right.
Mountain. But there's two big categories of tea. It's Camilla sinensis variety sinensis.
Right.
And then Camilla sinensis variety Assamica.
Oh, like the India region.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. So with this variety, now variety has very specific meaning in botany.
Right.
All right, and I'll just name a couple of things that
Yep.
some people I'm sure will recognize and know, but it has consistent inherited traits.
Right.
It occurs in the wild.
Okay.
It is genetically distinct enough to be recognized, but still part of the same species.
Right.
And it can interbreed with other varieties of the same species.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. So their chromosomes can kind of match, and they can move on and make other plants. Maybe not the same type, but
Right,
yeah.
right. Like with dog
Dogs
breeding.
and yeah. Chihuahua for the hot weather, and
this would be
Saint Bernards for the cold weather. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is so when they say variety, Shan, it probably rolls up to one of those two.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
still, it's a very distinct
Right.
tea, and it goes against the conventions of most tea that's
Yeah.
grown as far as being in lowlands
Right.
and hot temperatures.
Yeah. As I mean, visually, tea is. We've tried, growing our own tea plants just to
Right,
have. They're kind of bushy,
Yes, yes.
for lack of a better term.
Right, right. And these come from tea trees.
Yeah.
Up in the mountains.
Right.
It's really cold
Yeah, sure.
up there. And
Yeah. Thin air, the whole thing.
thin hair. Right. So it's the terroir, as we've used
Yeah.
that term before, at cold temps, cloudy conditions.
Okay.
And that's what gives it, kind of shapes its flavor.
Sure.
Because so these they have long serrated edged leaves.
Okay.
And they're covered with what they call thick white trichomes, or the layman's term of snow fuzz.
Okay. All right.
So when you're looking at it,
Yeah.
it looks like the bush or the tree is full of snow.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, very interesting.
All right.
And it's a little bit of a challenge to also pick these because
Yes.
you have to climb up
Yeah.
to pick them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No harvester for that thing.
No, that'd be a little dangerous,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so as I mentioned, we got in touch with the Cultivate Taste Teas.
Right.
And I had, Jennifer Nowicki is the owner, and I've been communicating
Sure.
with her. And so when I did a review on the duck sheep tea,
Right.
I put in another order.
Sure.
And including this one, this snow shan, ancient snow shan. And she sent me a card, a really nice little
Yeah.
thank you card.
Uh-huh.
And I want to show the cover.
All right. There you go.
Can
Okay.
you see that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, very wise.
Yeah.
This is advice from a glacier.
I did not know glaciers dispensed advice. I'm just saying.
Well, things we can learn from them.
Okay.
And it's great advice in general, in life in general.
Sure.
But you may also want to, Chris, might use some of this for golf.
Oh,
might
okay.
apply to golf.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nice.
All right. Advice from a glacier.
Okay.
I feel like a poem by Henry Gibson.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right. With the flower. Yeah.
Right. That's a
A blast from the past.
right, baby boomers.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Carve your own path.
Yeah. Okay. Stay on the cart path.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Go slow.
Yeah.
Channel your strengths.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I like this one. Smooth the way for others.
Okay.
Be considerate.
Right.
Keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Here's one. Avoid meltdowns.
Oh, come on now.
And be cool.
All right. Very good.
Okay. So, very great advice. Slow moving but wise are
That's
the
right.
glaciers, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, we'll continue our little tea party with our ancient snow shan
Okay.
black tea
All right.
while we're talking about one of America's most famous tea parties.
Yes.
The Boston Tea Party.
Okay.
Okay, or as we like to say, precious cargo overboard.
Okay.
Now, we are celebrating the 250th birthday of the U.S.,
Right.
but this Boston Tea Party was before.
Like 1773 or something
Correct,
like that.
right.
Yeah.
So it'll be coming up on its 253
Okay.
in December.
All right.
But we talked before about the teas that were thrown overboard.
Right.
But just as kind of a refresh, I'm going to bring them up again.
Okay.
3 black, 2 green.
Okay.
And it's there's also often this misconception that it was all black.
Right.
But it isn't.
Okay.
They also had green.
All
Okay.
right.
So the 3 black are Bohea, Kongu, and Souchong.
Okay.
And then the greens are Singlo and Hyson.
Okay.
All right. And the total value of that tea tossed is estimated to be approximately, in today's dollars,
Okay.
1.7 million.
Wow, that's quite a toss.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot.
All right.
Okay, so what was the cause? What was happening here? And most of us know from history classes that this was a patriots' protest, right? This was part of that England's a protest against England's taxation without representation.
Sure.
And it took place December 16th, 1773. The Sons of Liberty boarded 3 British cargo ships.
Right.
And they dumped their tea inventory into the Boston harbor.
Right.
It was a relatively peaceful rebellion. And there wasn't really any great physical harm done to people or the ships.
Okay.
The big casualty was all that wonderful tea.
Right.
So, when all that they're throwing this over, it's not going to go in one neat, tidy package right into the ocean.
Right.
There's some spillage,
sure.
on the deck, on the wharf. And, there were some people who were watching for this.
Yeah.
And wanted to take a little bit home.
Okay. A souvenir, just a souvenir.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to remember this and pass it along.
Right.
Okay, so one of the patriots, a gentleman named George Hughes, he participated in the tea tossing.
Right.
And later on, he wrote an account of what he observed. And he said that during the time of the purge, several attempts were made by some of the citizens of Boston and the vicinity to carry off small quantities of the scattered tea for their family use.
Oh.
And they were watching for
you're throwing it overboard anyway.
I know. I can't be too judgmental.
Yeah.
But they were watching for their opportunity to snatch up handfuls from the deck and put it in their pockets. Okay. Hughes claims he recognized one of these opportunists as Captain O'Connor. Who Hughes says he came on board for that purpose, and when he supposed he was not noticed, filled his pockets and also the lining of his coat.
Scandal.
Oh, my gosh. So Hughes tried to capture O'Connor by snatching his coat, but the outer garment ripped.
Sure.
And he escaped.
Okay.
But not without punishment. As Hughes observed that the captain, as he made his way through the crowd, each one, as he passed, gave him a kick or a stroke.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Those are tough old days.
They were. And then he also talks about another guy who tried to take some tea with similar vigilante justice.
Right.
And he was described as this older gentleman. And he's trying to take advantage, but he was quickly caught. So he puts it in his pockets.
Right.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Caught very quickly. They empty out his pockets.
Yeah.
Throw it overboard.
Yeah.
But that wasn't all.
Oh, no.
His wig and his hat.
Okay.
Poor guy.
All right.
But Hughes said that because of his advanced age, and I'm really afraid to say how old he is.
Early 50s.
Yeah, probably. So because of his advanced age, they decided to let him go.
Right.
But, as Hughes notes, he was permitted to escape, but not without, now and then, a slight kick.
Right. A buffeting.
I mean, these are not real heavy-duty things. There's a moral there somewhere. But anyway, so this, I just think it's time to, probably a good time to just reflect on how fortunate are we. Where we can just online get this great, delicious tea. And,
and pay your sales tax.
Well, yeah, that's true. Good point. And then, we don't have to go shopping on the wharf.
Or looking for larceny.
Right. Okay. All right. So anyway, very nice holiday weekend, and we got to go up to the lake where the marina, they host fireworks. Right. And we went to. Before that, we went to the farmer's market. We met up with our good friend, Trish from Tea Lakes Treats and Tea.
Right.
And she's got a couple of exciting tea events coming up. So check her out on Facebook. And also, I got one of these wonderful little
some swag.
Some swag
Yeah.
from the Lions Club up
Right.
there. They were giving out some freebies, and I'm wearing this as a kind of.
I got a fabulous keychain.
You did with in the shape of a flag,
There you
right?
go. Yep.
Yeah, very cool. Okay.
And I was not kicked.
No, some gentle kicking.
Yeah.
All right. So and we also had we were doing different things.
Right,
so
right.
I got to do a little reading, and you and Rob got to do some chores.
Yeah.
We had some maintenance, and here's some of the books that sort of captured the theme of the weekend. Okay. The first one.
Yep. Oh. All right. There's your book cover.
Okay. This is The Grass is Always Greener Over the Septic Tank.
Right.
This was written by Irma Bombeck.
Yes.
Of all times, 1976, bicentennial.
For sure.
But that wasn't the theme, of
Right,
course. And, okay. So, when we had to have, we've had our Pemberley Pines for quite a while. And
Right.
we had to call on the septic tank maintenance.
Yeah, right. Yeah, have a little pump out happening.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It was kind of surprisingly.
It was kind of a non-event.
It was.
Guy showed up, found the tank, pulled up the lid, made some sucking noises, and then he was out of there.
Yeah, I know. Of all the things that we were working on this weekend, that was one of the easiest.
Yeah.
And I thought of this book. I never read it.
Sure.
Irma Bombeck was a humorist.
Right.
For those of you who don't know who Henry Gibson is, you probably won't know who Irma Bombeck is.
Right.
But I never read any books, but I remember that title very distinctly,
Yeah, sure, yeah.
and it made me think of that because
Yeah.
it's a good place for the flowers.
That is, yeah.
We grow flowers.
Yeah. Well, septic tanks are a little mysterious to us because we're city people, and you've had sanitation sewers and stuff like that.
Right.
The septic tank was a little mysterious, and it was underground, kind of lurking and filling up, and we had it for 20 years, and I thought those things go wonky at the worst possible time if you don't take care of it. And so it's what the heck, we're going to be up there for a while, so
exactly,
let's call them in.
Right.
No, it was a very I wouldn't say a pleasant experience, but it was very, he came in, did his thing, and went on his way.
Right. So fireworks,
Yeah.
farmer's market, septic tank.
There you go.
All right.
Nice.
That's a complete weekend.
It is.
All right. But I was also reading a book.
Right.
And we got the photo for that one.
All right.
I think this shows side by side the two books.
Yes, there you go.
Okay, so.
Yeah. It's an eclectic reading list.
Right. So that is Northanger Abbey. And
Right.
I that's the topic of our this week's Tuesday Tea and Tomes.
All right.
And you see I've got a China teacup
You do.
there. That's for General Tilney because he liked fine English bone china.
Okay.
So
All right.
we'll get to that in a minute. All
Right, we're back.
Okay, so I said I read Northanger Abbey. I actually reread it.
Sure.
And forgot how much I absolutely love this book.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And this was Jane's first novel when she was in her early 20s.
Right.
It was the first to be sold.
Right.
She sold it to a publisher, but it was one of the last to be published.
Right.
Because the guy she sold it to, the publisher, he never published
Right,
it.
right.
So later, the Austens, they purchased it back for what he had paid.
Sure.
So it wasn't any interest or anything, but got it back. And then later on, Jane got sick, and her brother, after she died, he published 2 of her books posthumously, and one of them was Northanger Abbey.
Okay.
So as I mentioned, this is the first one she completed as an adult. This is a part of her juvenile collection. But anyway, I'm going to start with a quote from Henry Tilney.
All right.
He's a most agreeable man in Northanger Abbey.
Right.
And he says, "The person, be it gentleman or lady, who has not pleasure in a good novel must be intolerably stupid."
Okay. Wow, it's kind of harsh.
Yes, it is. It sounds like a Facebook comment.
All right.
Okay, great. We're off the novels, right?
Yeah, we're back to us. Yeah.
Excellent.
Right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sounds like an unedited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I love reading those comments.
Yeah.
But anyway, we still say right on Henry Tilney.
There you go.
And let me hastily add
Uh-huh.
that a blogger who has blogged for almost 20 years with much content featuring her favorite author.
Right.
So we're talking festivals, travels, biographies, fan fiction.
Right.
But has yet to include a Tuesday Tea and Tomes focusing on a novel by Jane Austen must be intolerably remiss.
What an absence.
I know. So I corrected that omission this week.
All right.
And I not only reconnected with Jane Austen, but also our trip to Bath.
Okay.
All right. So we've talked before about being in Bath.
Right.
We had been there twice.
Right.
In 2006, we went with the family.
Right.
Our kids were with us.
It was a bus tour thing. We
Right.
popped in for a couple hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Got to see the Roman bath.
Yeah, yeah.
And I went into the pump room.
Right, yeah.
Kind of ran in.
Yeah.
And we could see all the signs for the Jane Austen Museum and everything, but we just didn't have time to
Right.
do that. So when we went in 2023, we had an extended stay.
Right. We stayed there
We stayed
in Jane Austen's house.
Right, we
Yeah.
did. And so a lot of these tracks that these people take
Right.
in the book, very familiar.
Yes, right.
So with Northanger Abbey, I mentioned a lot of it takes place in Bath, but it's really a book about novels.
Okay.
So, novels were kind of novel
Right.
at the time. And what mysterious Gothic novels were the rage.
Sure.
All this
Yeah.
mystery and things,
Bumping in the night.
Right, exactly, right. So I'll give a brief synopsis. I don't think there's going to be any big spoiler.
Uh-huh.
But the story centers around Catherine Morland.
Okay.
And the novel's narrator, observes that she was not born with what the usual characteristics of a heroine.
Okay.
She's plain looking,
Uh-huh.
though she grew into good looks.
Okay.
She has kind and caring parents,
Okay.
so not orphaned,
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah.
or working.
No hardship.
No hardship, right? Working long days.
Yeah.
But she was also occasionally stupid.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
So these are not really the distinguishing characteristics of someone who's going to eventually live in a Gothic mansion
Uh-huh.
and experience great mysteries, if only in her 17-year-old imagination.
Okay.
And this book doesn't have quite the depth of Pride and Prejudice.
Right.
But Catherine Morland has a lot of appeal, kind of approaching Elizabeth Bennet.
Sure.
She doesn't have her wit and wisdom, but she has kind of her own charm in that she is open, she's sincere, and she's willing to take action.
Okay.
And I'm looking at you, Fanny Price.
Oh, boy.
Don't let things just keep happening.
We're still going on about that.
We are.
All right.
Okay. So an example of this is when acquaintances of Catherine, they decide to cancel her plans with her already engaged friends. She immediately forgoes a ladylike saunter or excessive overthinking.
Yeah.
She chases them down. She chases down the misinformed party and
Yeah.
sets the record straight.
Okay.
So these acquaintances, they think, the plans I'm proposing are much better
Yeah.
than what you're doing with your friends. They took it upon themselves to reach out to her friends
Yeah.
and say, Catherine can't go with you.
Yeah.
So she's not sitting back, pearl clutching,
Yeah.
saying, oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's just going to set that.
Okay.
So we say, go, Catherine.
Okay.
All right. So Catherine's adventures really start. She's a country girl. She lives in the country, but neighbors, Mr. and Mrs. Allen, they're going to stay in Bath for a while, and they invite her to come along.
Right.
So a lot of fun.
Yep.
And she's so excited with all the excitements of the city life.
Yes.
And some of the things that she does.
Uh-huh.
She attends balls. She connects with society at the pump room. She enjoys walks to the Crescent.
Yes.
And partakes in Mrs. Allen's passion, fine fashion shopping.
Well, you did those exact same things when you were in Bath.
3 out of 4.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Missed the ball. But,
All right.
Okay. So but you know what,
Yes.
Mr. Gully?
Yes.
You and I were at the pump room.
We were.
And this was a place that Jane liked to frequent, where she would observe people. And we've got a little clip from our trip there in 2023 where I am talking about our tea.
I'll bring that up. All right.
Hello, everyone. Today we are at the pump room in Bath. Very prominent in 2 of Jane Austen's novels. She actually had tea here, and this was the place to be seen. So we're here and we're being seen. So we're going to have a little bit of this wonderful tea fair, and you can hear we've got live music going on. So, good day, friends. And we are back. So that gives you...
Now we're back.
Oh, now. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
sorry.
great.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
I was a little slow on that. Okay.
All right. So that kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. It's beautiful.
Right.
And it was really fun to be there,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. And they had the little fountain there where you
Yes.
could actually drink. It was not very tasty water, but I guess it was considered medicinal back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and they do let you have
Yeah,
that.
a little paper cup, and you go, ooh.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So just to talk a little bit more about the book.
Right.
So Catherine becomes acquainted with the Thorpe family.
Okay.
They're rather boorish, very much bragging people, especially their son John, and I love what Jane puts here, his conversations began and ended with himself.
Okay. We know people like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But Henry Tilney,
Yep.
in contrast, so he's engaging, loves novels.
Okay.
And there's all these misunderstandings, there's these flirtations, but it eventually leads to Catherine being invited to the namesake of the novel,
Yes.
Northanger Abbey.
Yes.
This is the home of General Tilney,
Right.
who is Henry Tilney's father. And it's this old, centuries old actually,
Right.
mansion, and it's just perfect because Catherine loves Gothic novels. So her imagination just goes wild,
Right.
leading to a lot of misunderstandings.
Right.
But you know what? And one thing, General Tilney, you might question some of his character, but he is very proud of outfitting Northanger Abbey with fine English china from Staffordshire.
All right.
Not that stuff from Dresden or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
how
Home
can you-
team.
Right. Okay. So I will say that we can't. She at the end of the novel, I'd say we couldn't exactly label Catherine as accomplished yet.
Right.
She's still very young.
Sure.
But she's just herself.
Right.
And this is great because she can't. She says this to Henry Tilney.
Right.
She knows that she can't be misunderstood.
Sure.
And it's not because of her mastery of word or phrase.
Right.
But she says it's really her lack of.
Yeah.
She says, I cannot speak well enough to be unintelligible.
You know, that is a thing. Yes.
Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I say if your narrator's Jane Austen, you
Yeah.
have no worries.
That's right.
She's going to do the heavy lifting.
Very good.
And after 250 years, we're still finding a lot of pleasure in Jane Austen's novel.
Very good.
And if not,
All right.
then look at Henry Tilney's comment.
Right. Yes.
Intolerably stupid.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Okay.
So I think we've
Got about a minute and a half.
All right. I'm going to turn.
Anything else comes to mind?
Oh, well, I've got a couple things that
All right.
are coming, and these are going to be. I want to just remind everybody
Yeah.
that these are already our blog stories.
Sure.
We've got the Tea Party and we've got the Northanger Abbey.
Right.
But what's coming up?
Yes.
Okay, Hershey's The Story.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
That recently had a trailer. It's
Uh-huh.
coming out, the movie, in November,
Okay,
around
yep.
Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So we'll be
Be waiting for that.
I'll bring that back to the Masters of Chocolate. I'll put that blog in there because we talk about Hershey.
Right.
Okay. Well, I think I do hear that sound.
Let's hear that sound.
All right. I want to thank On TV Studios for allowing us to be here and all their support.
Yes.
We really needed it today.
Right.
And I want to thank my co-host and arm candy, very cool guy.
There you go. Yes. Yes, I work at it.
You do. And I want to remind everybody, check out those blogs this week.
Yep.
And as always, we like to say at Barb's Tea Service, please stay tuned.
Very good.